What it is, what it ain't, squad. KnewNeverYou squad. Today we got the Final Fantasy remake of VII structure deck and the City of Final Fantasy Sephiroth sleeves. I'm not actually gonna open these. I got them because they're nice. I might buy some more, but I don't really want to use these because it's Sephiroth. Sephiroth and Cloud are some of my favorites. What it ain't, what it is. Even if I gotta live, I like chicken nuggets on the side. What I mean, what I real. Okay. Okay, let's open both of these, but then we're gonna do one first. So this will be a little longer video because I gotta go through two decks. Alright. So this structure deck gives you full arts of one Sephiroth, one Cloud, and their hollows. So I think there's some more full arts in here that's just not hollows. But you do get a playset of these of each. They're just not all hollows. I think only one is. So let's do the Sephiroth deck first. Sephiroth is a cost 3 lightning. When Sephiroth attacks, duel all the fours your opponent control with 8k power or less. At the end of each of your opponent's turn, remove 3 cards from your break zone from the game or put Sephiroth into the break zone. Let's see. Yeah, so that's not bad. Azul. When Azul is dealt damage, choose 1/4 your opponent controls, deal it 1,000. If you have 3 points of damage and 5 points of damage respectively, it's 2,000 and then 3,000 instead. I gotta run through this one too because my battery's still kind of shot. Angel Penance, 7k forward. His name is also Angel in all situations. He gets haste. When Angel deals damage to your opponent, choose 1 damage forward, break it. So that's like if they blocked and he attacks afterwards, he gets to break that one too. Standard Red Mage. Restrictor. When Restrictor enters the field, you may search for 1 job, Svites, or is it Svets, and add it to your hand. I'm pretty sure it's Svets because of Weiss or whatever his name is. Reno. Duel himself. Put him in the break zone. Choose 1 active forward. Deal it 3k. Send himself to the discard himself and duel. Choose 1 forward and duel it. Reeve. When Reeve enters the field, you may search for 1 card Vincent or 1 card Kate Sith and add it to your hand. I see you done, Cornero. We've seen Ramu before. He just deals 7k, and then if he's sent there do the damage, then he deals 8k. Don Corneo. Alright. Duel. Put the top 2 cards of your deck in the break zone. Choose 1 forward. Duel it. Put the top 7 cards of your deck into the break zone. Choose 1 duel forward. Break it. Put the top 15 cards of your deck in the break zone. Choose 1 forward. You gain control of it as long as Don Corneo is on the field. Dang. That's kind of sick. And I got a playset of those. So let's go. Kate Sith. When Kate Sith enters the field, your opponent reveals their hand. You may select 1 card in their hand other than the backup. If you do so, remove it from the game and your opponent draws a card. So this would be something that you do if they running low on cards and they can't draw, so they lose. Standard forward, all unit forward, all standard unit forwards. You control gain 2k. All these just search for each other and then give each other powers. Sephiroth is a hero. Please tell me they gave me 3. Okay. Back attack, which I think back attack is you can attack 4s. Let me check real quick. Let's check. Let's see here. Back attack. Like summons and abilities, characters with back attacks can be played during either player's attack phase or main phase. They can be used to respond to your opponent's actions, but cannot be responded to since playing a character does not involve the stack. Okay, so I can play him on somebody else's. I attack. I play Sephiroth. Like, that's crazy. When Sephiroth enters the field, choose 1 forward, dull it. So you get dull the one they're attacking with. If you receive 5 points of damage, he gains 2k. Discard himself, and to the end of the turn, Sephiroth gains 1,000 power and first strike. So he could potentially be a 9,000 forward. Standard. Shiva, so pretty. You can only cast Shiva during your turn. Choose up to 3 forwards or monsters your opponent controls, dull them, and freeze them. Yep, that's going in my ice deck. Kadaj. When Kadaj enters the field, select one of the 3 following actions. Choose 1 forward, duel it. Choose up to 2 forwards from either player's break zone. Remove them from the game. Choose 1 forward. Until the end of the turn, it gains 2k power and brave. At the end of each of your turns, you can remove Kadaj from the game. If you do so, at the end of your opponent's turn, play Kadaj. He doesn't leave. He's that guy, huh? I ain't going nowhere. Alright, the cloud side. We got 3 clouds, 2 of which are not full art or hollow. But, you know, that's fine because that hollow full art looks dope. 2 costs Earth. Dull him. Put 1 category 7 forward into the break zone. Search for 1 forward that costs 1 CP more than the forward put into the break zone and play it onto the field. You can only use this during your main phase. That's pretty good. Vincent's always good. Discard himself. He gains 1,000 first strike. When Vincent attacks, choose 1 duel forward. The 4 costs less. Break it. If you have 5 points of damage, he gains 3k first strike. And then when he attacks, he does the same thing. But this effect on 5 damage does not end at the end of the turn. Another Vincent. When Vincent enters the field, you may search for 1 Vincent and add it to your hand. Vincent gains 4,000 until the end of this turn. Wedge. Search for 1 Avalanche operative, add it to your hand. Jesse. Cloud and Barret are reduced by 1 to play. Sweet, I gotta play 6. Minor, standard. Marlene lets you search for Cloud, Aerith, Barret, Tifa from the break zone added to your hand. Titan is a summon that I got a bunch of at this point, which I do not mind at all. Barret. 3 costs fire. When Barret enters the field, choose 1 forward, deal it 1,000 damage for each category 7 you control. If Barret is sent from the result of an X burst, deal it 2k for each category use instead. Oh, I hope my battery don't die. If you control a 7 forward other than red gains 1,000 haste and first strike. That's insane. Tifa. This character can attack or use abilities containing whatever that is, the dull meter, and the cost. The turn it enters the field. That's what haste does. This must be an old card of Tifa. Zack. When Zack or Fire Forward enters the field, choose 1 forward your opponent controls, deal it 2k. When Zach or a category 7 forward enters the field, choose one forward your opponent controls, deal it 2k. Sweet playset. Standard. All these are just standard backups and forwards. Nothing really like super special. Phoenix, choose up to one forward of cost 2 or less in your break zone. Play it onto the field. Deal 2k to all the forwards your opponent controls. Sweet, I got a playset of that. And we got Aerith. Ancient. When Aerith enters the field, choose up to 2 category 7s in your break zone other than Aerith. Add them to your hand. Cost 1 dull. Put Aerith into the break zone. Select one of the following actions. Choose 1 7 forward. You control dull it. It gains this ability. This forward cannot be broken until the end of the turn. Choose 1 dark forward. Break it. That's okay. That's the second of it. Okay, sweet. That's not bad. I definitely see the potential of this deck. I just got to sit down and tweak it and work on it. And actually, when I get the time to do that, I'm going to bring some deck profiles and some live duels to the channel. And, we're just going to have a good old time. Once again, I'm sorry, guys, for having to rush this video and the Final Fantasy 14 structure deck Stormblood video. I'll do better next time on actually having camera, battery, and all that jazz. And just thank you so much for your support and spreading the word on my channel and letting people know that I'm here. And I really appreciate everything, each follower. And let's just grow together. Why is all this stuff on my mat? But anyway, this is KnewNeverYou. And if you didn't know, I'm glad you now do.